Hey, hello. This is Walt. I just wanted to get a quick lessons learned from my teaching of OMGT 5873. So my impressions before somebody else kicks off another class. So real quick, in the improvements, I think we need a session on just a quick session on leading and lagging metrics. Maybe just a 2 to 3 minute video would really help folks. I know a lot of folks really struggled with that. The second piece is hard to grade in accordance to individual projects. So I had 19 students, and having each one have their own individual project, I think is really awesome. I think the students learn a lot. However, it's relatively hard to grade. So, and to keep in mind who's doing what. That's one of the big issues. One way we could get around that is have groups of 3 to 4 students, and then the group selects one of the students' projects to work on. I know that's a little suboptimal. It's still a student project. However, they could decide among themselves. It would be less projects to keep track of. And I don't know how many students you guys had, but at 19 it starts to get a little squirrely. The other thing is the group members could rate the amount of effort done by each teammate and themselves. So, this is pretty much the team doing assessments on one another. Pretty much standard stuff. Another thing is the easier way to submit the final project. I know that we wanted to use the video app. Then some folks got confused. So perhaps just maybe a really quick video on that too. And the last thing I'd like to cover is the calculated weighted and letter grade. So I'm going to switch over to a spreadsheet for that. So this is the grade distribution of my class, and I took the names off. So as you can see, I had pretty much all A's and 1 B. And I think why this happened, and I have the grade breakout right down to the lower left. Zoom in for that. So today the assignment is 70 points, about 11%. Blog discussion about 140, midterm 150, 150 and 150 project. So the blog discussion and the assignments are pretty much, I wouldn't say give me points, but typically people do pretty well on this, right? And then you have the midterm, the final, and the project that are kind of the determining factors for the grade. So this, in my opinion, the assignment and the blog discussion are very heavily weighted in this grading scheme. So I did two excursions here. This is one where I took the blog and discussion, cut it in half. So here you have assignment, blog discussion about 24%, and then each of the other grading factors being 25, 25, 25, and then with this, I still got 1B. So then I went one step further, and I cut it in half, and this is, I feel, relatively, in alignment with a lot of the other courses. The assignments were 7 points, the blog discussions were 7, and the midterm, final, and project are about or 30% apiece. And with this, I got just with this section 3 B's out of the 19. So again, the data taken from this was the first time I'd ever taught a purely qualitative course. So I learned a lot, and perhaps there could have been some more challenging grading, especially early on. But again, the students did really well on the tests, the final, and the project. So I don't want to take anything away from them there. It's just, as it stands today, the assignment and the blog and discussion weigh very heavily. And with this small tweak, I think we could make it more representative of make the midterm, final, and project weighted more. So with that, that's my lessons learned. And please feel free to email me. And I know we're going to have a discussion on Tuesday the 24th about this. So I'm excited and look forward to discussing this more. It was a great course. The students were really engaged. I really enjoyed teaching it. And, first time through, I learned a bunch from the students and from the material. So it's, I think, an awesome course. And, I look forward to teaching it in the future.